as we'll take a look. The Bolduc leaning in.
God, what happened here?
Yeah, we're all trying to find the guy who did this and give him a spanking.
Montreal has won 6 games in a row. Can they make it 7? Well, tonight they're facing off against the 29th ranked team in the NHL. Should be a cinch, right?
Rodzinski drops it back, gets it back, shoots, Cooley drives the net, scores!
Or maybe it won't? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, 2 points, gotta love it,
It's looking really good for the Montreal Canadiens. They haven't clinched it yet, but it's so close. In order for a team that is not currently in the playoffs to catch up with the Habs have to lose 5 games and their opponents need to win 5 games. That's a tall task for there only being 7 games left in the season. So you're starting to look at playoff matchups, and if they win tonight, well, they stay hot on the heels of Tampa Bay and the Sabres. We are hot on the heels of 23,000 subscribers. Are you new to this channel? If this is the first video you've watched here, hey, buckle yourself in. This is a fun community. I'm glad you found us. Why not hit that subscribe button? We're so close to hitting 23,000 subscribers, guys. Can we do it? Everyone else who's already subscribed, don't worry about it. You can still help me out. Like the video, hype it, send it to your grandmother. But now we got to talk about the lineup, also known as La Formation de Départ. Not too much has changed, but one important change. Nos attaquants, our forwards, Caufield, Suzuki, Slavkovsky, Newhook, Kapanen, Demidov, Bolduc, Evans, Anderson, Valeno, Danault, Gallagher. Nos défenseurs, our defensemen, we got Matheson, Dobson, Gooley, Xhekaj, Struble, Hudson. Nos gardiens, our goalies. Switching it up tonight, Fowler is in net, Dobesh is sitting on the bench. Always fun to see Fowler in net. I love his confidence in net. I love his mechanics. I find he's someone who instills confidence in the team. Before we finish this video, I do have an interesting stat about Fowler before, well, 2 stats about Fowler before we finish this off. It's very promising. So let's drop the puck on this one. Fowler versus Shesterkin. Shesterkin, incredible goaltender, and yeah, he demonstrates that tonight. Starting things off here, Montreal should and do look like the dominant team. Montreal is putting shots on net. Nothing's getting through Shesterkin yet, though. And you're hoping that Montreal continues with the momentum, but something is going to kill it. Slav heads to the box here for 4 minutes. He gets his stick up high here on what looks like a pretty innocent high sticking call, but the presence of blood dictates that the penalty needs to be 4 minutes, one of the stupidest rules in the game. So Montreal has a big obstacle to get over. I'm not a fan of the presence of blood rule. It just goes against common sense. You can get a stick in you could get hit really hard by a high stick, not bleed, but then get a little tap in the wrong spot and, you could be bleeding. Doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. Montreal has been good defensively, even with the absence of Alex Carrier. And they go ahead and kill this power play. Huge penalty kill here. Great job by the guys killing this 4-minute power play. Now we see Kapanen moving down the slot, but gets hooked and draws a penalty. How's Montreal's power play going to look tonight? Well, we see a nice tic-tac-toe pass to Caufield on the back door, but he can't bang it in. And ultimately, the Habs don't capitalize on this power play. It looked pretty stinky aside from that Caufield opportunity. And whoa, what just happened here? Anderson dropped like a ton of bricks. Oh man, I think he's caught one on the chin. Always scary when somebody gets caught up high with the puck. But we come back from commercial and Anderson is just realigning his jaw here on the bench. He seems fine. What a champ. But that's all for the first period. Montreal registered some shots. It wasn't the most highest event period I've ever watched in my life. Kind of thought they would get to work early on the Rangers. So yeah, a little bit disappointed with the effort so far. Back in play in the second period, Bolduc and Hudson jumping up on a play together. But Shesterkin comes out aggressive to meet the save. Montreal historically, Montreal this season, second period's not their best friend, but things have gotten better recently and they continue to get better.
Urgency coming from those players.
Here's a turnover, Demidov, Newhook scores! Alex Newhook!
Newhook, this guy, man, he's got it. What a great feeling to have Newhook back. Let's grow his eyebrows. Demidov here, great work. He turns over the puck from the face-off. He gets it over to Newhook, and that's the story. Great shot by Newhook here, 1-0 for Montreal. So a pretty good start for the second period. Can Montreal continue to roll?
Goalie, wrist shot. That hit a body in front. Top line pushing. Caufield, one-timer. Score!
They can continue to roll. Caufield makes it 2-0. This is number 48 for number 13, Mr.Everynight. Mr.Everynight. Gotta talk about Slavkovsky's pass here. It's just incredible. 2 games in a row where he feeds Caufield with just a masterful pass. But I'd love to go one step further and point out that this play was kept alive by Xhekaj, who aggressively cycles in to keep the puck in the Canadiens' possession. This is just an ancestor play that leads to the Caufield goal, but the IQ of Xhekaj to do this, really smart. Really, I loved seeing this. Now, this is where Bolduc grabs Borgen's stick and then hits himself in the face with it. This happens more and more. This happens against Montreal all the time. There was one particularly egregious one where I think Hudson had his stick up and his opponent ran his face into his stick. These are calls that are difficult to make by the officials, obviously. This is why it's never going to be perfect. And if they implemented some sort of AI official, oh man, I don't even want to think about all the penalties that would be called and how it would dilute the game. But I don't know, you might be able to sell me on the AI official discourse. It's just, I'm not there yet. But then on the power play, Schneider interferes with Demidov. No call on this one. Is this a makeup call by the refs? Well, like a makeup no call by the refs because they called Bolduc with that high stick? That's not how it should work, but it is how it works. Regardless, another pretty stinky power play by the Habs. And then Montreal gets their own penalty for too many men. Demidov jumps on the ice way too early again. This is the second time in recent history. On the penalty kill, Evans and Veleno go 2-on-1. Evans gets taken out by Shesterkin, and New York goes the other way with it, where Fowler turns his man to stone. What a pad save. Incredible reaction time. And he's not done. Fowler flashes the leather to kill the play. Says, let's take a break, guys. Still in the second period, Hudson, Struble to Caufield. Great passing play here, but Caufield can't find the solution to Shesterkin. Say that 10 times fast. And that's it for the second period. Montreal flipping the old script here and having a great second period, 2-0 going into the third period. So another kind of storyline, or I guess Montreal's MO, is they usually get better as the game goes on. The third periods have been phenomenal. So I'm expecting them now to break it wide open in the third.
Fields looking, shooting, puck in front in the skates, Fowler down and out, bouncing puck, Fowler can't stop that.
Oh, okay. Oh boy, messy work here. Matheson is doing his damnedest, but Kapanen not clearing the net. Dobson is off doing a mission, and Newhook loses Fox, who is ultimately the one who gets free and bangs it in. 2-1 for Montreal. New York has some life. Let's hope that they kill it though, right?
Radzinski drops it back, gets it back, shoots, Cooley drives the net, scores!
Cooley is going to make it 2-2. But does he though? I felt like this one was definitely goaltender interference, and that seems to be the going narrative online. Cooley goes right into the crease here. He moves Fowler as the puck goes into the net, but they don't challenge it because, well, nobody really knows what goaltender interference is, and I kind of don't blame Martin St. Louis for not challenging this one. He challenges it, they just flip a coin, they decide that it isn't goaltender interference. Now they're on their back foot with the game getting down to the wire. If New York scores, that's embarrassing. So suddenly, Montreal is trying to kill the momentum of the Rangers. But how are they going to do it?
Caufield, in flight, Cole Caufield, cutting in, chip shoot, score!
That's one way to do it. 49 goals on the season for Cole Caufield. Do you think he's going to reach 50? D-zone face-off here. The puck gets to Caufield. He takes it through 2 defenders to gain the slot, releases it, almost like a stutter release here, and finds the 5-hole. Wow, great.
Strong Army Wall!
Incredible goal by Caufield. Fast forward a couple minutes, we're just over a minute left in the game. Montreal inching towards the open net, but can't find the dagger. Some 6-on-5 time. Montreal's been pretty good 6-on-5, but the Rangers are pushing. Montreal is out there blocking stuff, putting it all out there, and they will hang on for their 7th win in a row. I was hoping the Canadiens would have a better game than this in terms of like output, but a win is a win is a win. I wouldn't say that this was a trap game. I would just say that New York, you know, they played a solid game. Montreal was ready for it. New York has a bunch of young players out there. They're all trying to prove themselves, so they are totally capable of these types of games. Then you add Shesterkin in the net. You're not a tanking team necessarily, but big game. I mean, 49 goals for Caufield. Suzuki, 6 points shy of 100. Slav, 3 points shy of 70. 1 goal shy of 30. Fowler, this is the stats that I wanted to give you. Fowler has a 2.55 goals against average and a 904 GAA. That's better than Dobish. Better on the season. Dobish has been playing just phenomenally lately. It's all coming together. Montreal they're a legitimate Stanley Cup competing team. As long as everything falls into place, we've seen them face the competition. They've risen to the occasion. What's always kind of worried me, though, is the size. Can they play 5 consecutive games, figuring out their opponents and, playing a physical game? We're getting closer and closer, guys, and it's becoming really exciting, and I am anticipating it. What did you think of tonight's game? Who was your favorite player tonight? For me, I mean, it's got to be Caufield, right? The guy's on fire. They're terrified of him, and it's just hard to believe that this guy isn't even at his peak. This isn't even his final form. But that's going to do it for me, guys. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. But you guys know what to do. Like the video. Helps me out with search results or something like that. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'd love to have you. And as always, I'll see you down in the comments.
Bonsoir.